It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the football team and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just... And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On the move to his left. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
We got this. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gibson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Randy Gregory. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Carter there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here we go. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Throwing, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On first down, Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, man, come on. Don't do it like that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fitzpatrick now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Fitzpatrick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Back to the ground with Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Fitzpatrick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott from the gun. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Power running by Zeke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A big play that time through the air, 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. but don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up second down. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to... Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll get this to Elliott. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as his defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And they forced that fumble the last time. And when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, that you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your
the NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down now, it's Gibson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw is Fitzpatrick. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. For the lead, here's third and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick from 3 yards out. And Washington has retaken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Let's go, D.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A strong running. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.